So there's a lot of people out there that say, being alone, it sucks, but I'd rather be alone than be in a circle where I'm underappreciated. What do I mean by that? Some people spend their whole lives being in a circle that they're underappreciated and they don't do anything about it. It's like they're a bird inside of a cage and they're too afraid to say anything, and they stay in this circle their whole lives. What I mean by that? I will say that, let's say you're in your circle and they're taking little digs at you, making little insults here and there, but you don't want to say anything because you're a part of the circle. That's an example of what I'm talking about. And people spend their whole lives in the circle because they think that it's more unhealthy to be alone. Well, let me tell you something. You will learn your autonomy, your full body and mental autonomy, if you are alone and you think of being alone as a complete reset. I've had to be alone at certain stages of my life because I kept going into underappreciated circles. And why did I keep falling into those? Because I had a terrible childhood. I had a terrible childhood where I was underappreciated, and that just carries on. It's kind of like you're climbing uphill. And we don't realize it, but we do this in our lives, where we stop and we're alone. It's just that this time when we're alone, it hits harder. It hits harder because we see the extroversion winning. We see a lot of extroverts winning right now. Like, they're very social, they got the filters, they're getting ahead. The more charismatic and shock value that you are, in person and online, you get rewarded for that. People like excitement. This is the excitement era. And the people that are to themselves and introverts, or whatever you want to call that, they don't get rewarded. They stay in their shells. They stay lonely. But what I'm trying to do is bring a new light to this. So I'm saying, like, you will have emotional safety when you are alone. But I will say, try to make meaningful connections, of course. Try to regroup yourself. I think of it as the Nintendo Entertainment System reset button if you're alone right now. And then, so you got to stabilize yourself and be like, okay, what do I really like right now? I had to let go of martial arts. That was my identity. But as I'm getting older now, I want to make something new my identity. I haven't found it yet. But that's just an example of me trying to find a new circle. So don't think being alone is such a bad thing.